The Canon community has been asking for this for years, ever since the RF mount was launched. And finally, Canon has said, yes, we are opening up the RF mount to other lens manufacturers. And this is the first entry from Sigma, the 18-50 f2.8 DCDN lens. Now, for the RF mount, it's an APS-C lens. It's mounted here on the R7. Now, before we get into this review, I'm not paid, I'm not sponsored. Canon Singapore was very kind to loan me the camera for this review, and they knew exactly what I was using it for. And normally they don't do this, but I know that they realize that this is a significant step for them. And I just want to say, Canon Singapore, thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this. And Sigma Singapore, thank you as well, because this is the first of its kind, guys. We've been asking for this for quite some time. Can we get a different lens outside of Canon on an RF body? And now we have it. Now, this lens has been reviewed many times in the past. It came out for the Sony E mount, the Fujifilm X mount, the L mount respectively. So I'm not gonna go too much into the specs of this lens because you pretty much know what it is. The weight is around 290 grams. The filter diameter on the front of it's 55 millimeters. It's a very small compact lens. It's a contemporary lens from Sigma respectively. You get 13 elements in 10 groups. You have a minimum focusing distance of 12.1 cm maximum magnification at 1.28 on this. So you can get really close up on subjects as well. This is a really good all-purpose lens. And if you're converting it to full frame, it is 27 to 75 millimeters in terms of the focal range on this. So this is a very good all-purpose lens for a lot of APS-C users out there. And I think for videographers, you're going to enjoy this. It's very lightweight, as I mentioned, 290 grams. It feels like nothing here on the camera system. It's very compact to walk around with. And I was testing it out at this temple here in Singapore, which was sort of this, somewhat of this god ritual thing where they have these two gentlemen went into a trance, and one was a monkey god, one was another god, and they had to bring the jade god in. So they were doing some rituals. It's way above my knowledge, but it was very interesting and fascinating to photograph and to shoot some video there as well. So you're going to see some of that throughout this video. Again, I don't know all the details of this. It was just something unique outside of just going and shooting buildings and flowers and random things. I wanted to try something different, and yeah, I did all right. I mean, I was like, wow, this is different. They had these swords and different weapons there, and this ball with nails and screws, because they have to sort of, what I was told by one gentleman is to, I believe, to bring the jade god in or something like that. You have to earn his favor. You have to sort of simulate this battle of sorts. And so I didn't see the battle because it was quite late at night, but yeah, there you have it. But I was taking some photos throughout that lower light situation, kind of pushing this to see how the ISO performance was. Obviously 2.8 is decent in this kind of lighting. You're going to get some noise coming into it, but I think the camera system held up very, very well. In terms of performance and autofocusing speed, it's lightning quick. It doesn't feel any different than a native RF lens from Canon. Subject detection, various different autofocusing settings worked. Video was fantastic. I didn't feel any issues or any lagging or anything that made me think of, oh, I wish I had a Canon lens. Nothing of the sort. Sigma, they know what they're doing. Canon, when they obviously gave the authority to use the RF mount, so there's no sort of like reverse engineering. They're giving that knowledge to Sigma to make these lenses respectively. So you're getting some fantastic performance out of this. So if you're worried about that, do not be. And I think you have an R7 or you have another APS-C camera system out there for the RF mount, you're going to like this 18-50. It's small, compact, really quick focus throw on this from 18-50. I mean, there's nothing to complain about. The images are sharp. The optical quality is fantastic. Yeah, guys, it's a really good all-round, all-purpose lens. And the fact that we have a Sigma lens now on the R bodies is phenomenal. And it matches beautifully to this. Look at this thing. It matches absolutely awesome. And take a look at the flange, by the way. Obviously, the RF mount is quite big, so you can see the flange is a little bit larger on that. You can see that there. So you can see the diameter is a bit bigger. And so, yes, I believe they'll be doing something with the Z mount as well soon because they can do APS-C. Canon has not authorized for full frame yet, from what I understand. Hopefully they do very, very soon, because that means you would have so much great glass to put on the R3, R5, R6 Mark II, respectively, future R1. I mean, there's a lot of options out there. I think it would be great for the entire community. And if you guys want to see that, do contact Canon, do contact Sigma, make your voices heard. Leave it in the comment section below, because I'm sure they'll be watching this video as well to see the feedback and to see, is there going to be a desire and a need? We all know there is, but sometimes they need to see it in writing, and we can make that happen, because it would be awesome Awesome to see it. Anyway, I've been a fan of the R7 for quite some time. I think it's a fantastic, good APS-C camera system. I mean, great image quality, great performance, autofocus, it's all there. It's a great little camera system. And if you're on the go traveling, it's just small and compact, and with a 290-gram lens paired with a small body, it's a no-brainer. Anyway, guys, that's it. 18-50 f2.8 DCDN lens from Sigma, officially now with the RF mount to match an RF body. How cool is that? Anyway, you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, more content on the way. Thanks again for the support. I really appreciate it. And I will be chatting to you guys very, very soon. Take care.